Hello everyone, my name is Lynsie McKeown, and today I wanted to share with you a meditation practice that I've been utilizing a lot this week. And I tend to come back to this particular meditation when I'm having difficulty, either with controlling negative thoughts, frenetic mind stuff, or with some physical pain in my body. And tendencies are that if you're having one or the other, they kind of go together. And for me personally, it's been the physical discomfort this week, which can cause a lot of unrest in my thoughts. And this particular meditation, what I love about it is it reminds me, and it can remind you hopefully, that we are not really this body and we're not really our minds, but we are so much more. It helps us drop inward and reconnect to the source of all creation, reconnect to the soul, really. And what's interesting is that in the Yoga Sutras, it lists 9 obstacles to our spiritual path, to our yogic path. And the very first one that is mentioned is Vyadi. And Vyadi is essentially, it essentially shows up in the form of physical pain or sickness, as well as mental illness or disease. And again, as I mentioned before, these two can kind of go hand in hand. They're kind of sisters or brothers to each other. And if this shows up, it is very difficult to sit comfortably in meditation. It can be challenging to do your asana practice. So I invite you, if you are feeling any particular discomfort in your body, that this meditation can be done on your back. And I've actually been doing that for myself this week. So you can lay on your back and take your feet wide and let your knees knock together. And that will help release any tension around your low back. And perhaps just putting enough padding under your head that your chin is going to align with your sternum. So your spine can completely relax and become in alignment with each vertebrae. Essentially the same that you would do if you were in a seated position. So we work with what we're able to work with, essentially. And so let's go ahead and get into whatever comfortable position it is going to be for you, whether you're going to choose to lie on your back or on your meditation cushion or perhaps even in a chair. And just go ahead and close your eyes and bring your forefingers and thumbs together and let them rest lightly on your knees. And if you're going to lay on your back, you can place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And as you close your eyes, just bring your awareness to your breath. And not changing your breath whatsoever, but just feeling into the natural flow, the inhale and the exhale through your nostrils. And just by directing our awareness to our breath, we start to drop our awareness in and also into the present moment. And focusing on the breath will help us to focus less on any physical discomfort we're having, any mental discomfort we're having. And if you are familiar with the Ujjayi breath, this yogic form of breathing, where you constrict the back of your throat and you breathe in and out through the nose, go ahead and start to do a few rounds of Ujjayi just in preparation for meditation. And if you're not familiar with this form of breathing, just breathe in and out through the nose naturally. And seeing if you can elongate your exhale. So as you inhale, you breathe in through the nose. And as you exhale, you breathe out through the nose, twice as long as your inhale. So if you inhale for a count of 4, you'll exhale for a count of 8, or whatever is twice the length of your inhale. This breath just a way of starting to create a greater sense of calm. Starting to feel more grounded, more centered. And just very gently tilt your chin downward. So not letting the chin drop all the way to the chest, but just enough that you feel this lengthening in the back of the neck. And it's just this sweet gesture of bowing the mind down into the heart. This intention of letting mind drop into the heart space. And letting go of the Ujjayi breath and come back to your natural breath. Still breathing in and out through the nose. Soft, effortless breath. And with your next inhale, just repeating either out loud, softly, or within your own mind, I am not my body. And when you exhale, repeating in your mind or out loud, I am not even my mind. Inhaling, I am not my body. Exhaling, I am not even my mind. Still keeping the breath effortless. And as you repeat this, just allowing these words, I am not my body, and I am not my mind, start to saturate your whole being. Knowing that Isha again translates to the source of all creation. So as we remind ourselves that we are not this body as we inhale, and as we remind ourselves that we're not even our mind as we exhale, we realize that we are so much more. The realization being that we are part of the source of all creation. Even when the body is in pain or suffering from illness, even when the perpetual thoughts of the mind take hold, we can remind ourselves, breathing in, I am not this body. Breathing out, I am not this mind. Each breath, an invitation to drop deeper within. Each breath an invitation to remember, to reconnect, to the source of all creation. That source of all creation that lies within us. not this body. Breathing out. I am not even this mind. This body has been given to us as a tool, as leverage to reconnect to the soul. Breathing in. I am not this body. Breathing out. I am not even this mind. Feeling the freedom in those words. Freedom from body, freedom from mind. And depending on how you are feeling in this moment, you can continue with this meditation, breathing in. I am not this body. And breathing out. I am not even this mind. Sitting for as long as you are able. And knowing that whatever obstacles come up in our lives, these perceived obstacles that present themselves along our path, we have just as many tools to help us keep moving forward. So these obstacles become doorways to transformation instead of barriers. So physical pain or mental unrest can offer us insights into our own awareness of self. And offer us that sweet reminder that we are so much more than this body and this mind. And as C.S. Lewis wrote, you don't have a soul. You are a soul. You have a body. We are soul. We have a body. Continuing with your meditation, or just bowing your head more deeply and bringing your hands together at your heart. And just offering gratitude for whatever has presented itself to you. And remembering but they're doorways to help us evolve, to transform, to transcend, and not to keep us from our path. Blessings in health and light. Namaste.